Welcome back, friends. BigDenoPlays, Kingdom Death, Lantern Year 19, the last year before we face the Gambler. I'm enthusiastic to say the least. I am attempting to make a bow for one of our survivors to wield. Now, at this point in time, the only collective cognition reward we have left is culinary ingenuity, which is at 46. Whichever way we approach it right now, it will be 4 fights. We'll face the Gambler, and he will provide us with 3 collective cognition. And if we were to face 3 other level 3s, that would provide us 12, which would get us to 46. However, if we are to face 2 level 2s that we have not yet faced, and then a level 3, plus the level 3, that will take us to 10 as well. So whichever way we go about this, it's 4 fights for collective cognition to get to culinary ingenuity. Now, if we look at the timeline, we play the Gambler, and then we have 2 Lantern Years free, plus this Lantern Year. So in Lantern Year 22, we achieve our final collective cognition reward. So I think our best option here is to go for a level 2 Phoenix. The level 3 Phoenix is a fight. It's a challenge, but I feel like a level 2, we can handle it pretty comfortably, and it just feels like the right option based on the collective cognition mindset. And I'm trying to reflect on all the new stuff, and that seems to be the right way to go. So, Showdown, Phoenix. So we're doing it. Boom. I'm doing a couple of risky things. Let me show you the survivor chart here. So the first risky thing that I'm doing is I am going to try and do my same plan as last time, where I'm going to try and have Bellatrix kill someone. We'll see if that plan works. Hasn't yet, but maybe it will. So we're going in with Rawhide on Ronald, our champion. So I'd really like to level up our champion, but unfortunately he doesn't have a dangerous observation other than Story of the Hunter's Arrow, and he's not able to utilize it. So, however, because of relativity, if he survives, he will gain 1 progress in a knowledge of his choice, which will allow him to upgrade Chosen to Chosen 2. Vernon, he's just rubbish. I don't know why we're bringing him. Actually, let's go change him. He's absolute trash. Oh no, he's got Stone Architect for the Dream Project, I suppose. Actually, that's a risk. He's a 1 Hunter XP survivor. So I'm shifting gears with Vernon right now. This is happening live. You can all judge me whenever you want. Mad Eye? Mad Eye is probably not the right option. Cedric is going to be... Ooh, it's a risk. I'm trying to... Yeah. I don't really want to lose Stoneface Engraver because it's pretty impactful, but I don't know that I'm going to be doing too many more survivors now, so let's go Cedric. He's going to change his loadout to be a scout, and he's going to take the scout gear grid. And he's going to change his colour to black. Scribe is a wonderful app. It allows for all sorts of things that make tracking what is happening in the fight much, much easier. I feel like that's a good option. And who knows? Physiognomy might come in handy. We might get ourselves a dead monster or something. Okay, so departing. As always, we will do the... I'm going to go get the Phoenix model standby. We're back. We depart. Level 2 Phoenix. The herb gathering will occur afterwards. I do have a shrine roll before we depart, so let's see what we get. We get a 2, departing survivors gain +1 insanity. Believe it or not, I'm actually not unhappy about that. Our first hunt event will be Bellatrix herself the homicidalist. It's cool that two of my homicidalists were Bellatrix and Voldemort. Very thematic of me. I better prepare my decks. Here is my Phoenix Hunt events. Don't fuck me, do me a solid. And here is our basic Hunt events. Whoops. Is tonight the night that we are going to face off against the Bone Eaters? Oh, something's on top. Let's see. It is. Oh, we get to face Bone Eaters for the first time in this mission. We're going to add a Bone Eaters level 1. This is both exciting and also really annoying. Let's go and have a look at some Bone Eaters, shall we? The book's underneath. It's good. It's good I get to face them. I haven't faced them at all yet, so let's go read about Bone Eaters. So, encounter Bone Eaters. I think it is under Encounter Showdown. Great. Perfectly formed bodies, bulging with muscle. Level 1 Showdown. Cool. We'll get a perfect bone. That is awesome. Oh, settlements with Song of the Brave cannot change the quarry's level or turn back. Instead, survivors gain +3 survival and keep on singing. I'm going to go and read some rules about Bone Eaters' friends and set everything up. Stand by. All right, so we have a basic action, which is here. During the monster's turn, all monsters perform their basic action one at a time in order of initiative cards. So this is the initiative cards. This is Stone Fingers. And what do we have at level 1? We don't have Skull Surgeons and we don't have Preemptive Party. This is really exciting. I'm actually pumped about this now. So I'm just going to discard those. This can be shuffled. This is their little AI cards. Boom. Okay, so I've got 3 little decks here. I'm just going to move all my Phoenix stuff out of the way. 3 little decks. So this is Opportunity, boom, something with a red, crit, and counter. So let's shuffle these one after the other and see what they mean. Well, there is some good news and some bad news about this. Okay, so the first thing that happens is, so this is basically treated just like a normal showdown. Now, that would mean that my good friend is going to die because he's going to have arrival bonuses twice. So let me just confirm that by looking over here at this book. Okay, the encounter, survivors gain arrival and start of showdown bonuses. All showdowns' unique conflicts may be used again in a showdown with survivor's quarry. Okay, so that's cool. Does that mean the croc armor can use the croc ability twice to get to like fucking bajillion armor? That feels good. That feels so good. Okay, so initiative cards, done. Monster basic actions one at a time. For example, Bone Eaters draw an opportunity card when they roll perfect hits. Okay, encounter monster movement. Shortest pass as possible. Move towards a target. Encounter monster knockback, fine. Should be fine on that. Survivor turn. Okay, so how many wounds do these little champions have? That is a question for our book. They are 2 life each. Great. This is awesome. I'm jazzed for this. Raw, look at them. Here, I'll turn this chick around. I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna kill you. You're all dead. Who goes first? Do these buffheads go first? Counterboard. It'll say it in this encounter showdown, I am sure. Emotional damage. With nothing it states, I'm going to assume that the monsters go first. So, basic attack, the closest threat in range, and then if the Bone Eaters rolled any perfect hits in this attack, here's the thing. So let's go over to our Fred, who is going to unfortunately gain 3 bleeding tokens, and his attacks gain Fist and Tooth. So we have a survival on Fred, and he's going to spend it to do a surge. I don't know if these guys can do bleed. I guess that depends on the opportunity card, doesn't it? Well, first of all, let's flip the first card, and so it is this crazy guy here, and that is this dude. So he's going to attack our survivor in green, which is Ronaldo. So Ronaldo has 3 evasion. The basic action is 2 speed on a 3+, 2 damage each. So 2 speed on a 3+. What did I roll? 3 dice. Scratch that. Try again. 2 speed, 3+. 2 hits. So Ronald will spend a survival to dodge. Does he gain the survival back from his rawhide set? He does. And we'll just roll to see the 2 hit locations. Body and waist will take the the waist as the damage 1, 2. There was no perfect hits, or was there a perfect hit? Stand by. I was right, there was a perfect hit. So because we rolled a perfect hit, during the monster's turn, Boney rolls any perfect hits, they draw an opportunity card. And so the opportunity card we draw is Majestic Flex. All Bone Eaters become toned. Survivors adjacent to any Bone Eater drop to their knees, they are knocked down. That's unfortunate. Knocked down, knocked down. Majestic Flex. So toned is -3 speed and +3 damage. And if we just go over here, I'm just checking, learning all this stuff, they are speed 6, so they're going to go to, is that +3 damage? Oh, fucking hell. All Bone Eaters become toned. That seems unfortunate, really. Let's flip the next guy. It's this psycho chick that is holding a skeleton. So the closest threat in range is no one. Because she's only speed 3. 1, 2, 3. So she will actually target him as the closest survivor. So it goes to, this is bad. This is very bad. At least it's no bleeding tokens. He's only evasion 1, Fredorino. He's a 5 swing. 5 damage a swing. We really need him to miss one of these. A 9 and a 9. At least it's not a perfect hit. Where are the hit locations? Waist and hands. We'll take the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll spend a survival to dodge the other one. Dodge and dodge. Crazy, crazy times. No perfect hits, so we don't do anything else there. So this one is the king. So the king will go and face off against Neville. And Neville has a decent load of armor there. So the king, a 2 and a 10. Can you start rolling perfect hits, you jokers? Opportunity card is Blood Map. The bony carefully aims its scalpel. It performs basic action targeting you, tripling the speed. Okay, so when did they lose toned? After performing its basic action, including any drawn opportunity cards, the bone eater is no longer toned. That is very, very bad. So it would be on the head. However, because of Neville's thing, he's going to lose 1 insanity. And that's that. And then Blood Map triggers. That guy is going to perform his basic action, tripling the speed. What? Okay, well, at this point, I absolutely have to do a survival with Neville. What's his optimism? Oh yeah, so he's at max because of his things. He'll spend a surge. What's our best option here? The Dome Buster. Yep. He rolls a 4. He has +2 accuracy, so that Dome Buster attack hits. And then it is strength 12 plus his strength of 5, which is 17. And I'm going to take a punt and say these guys are not toughness 8, so that does 2 damage and kills that guy. So he will not trigger toned. This chick, she's going to move to here and attack Bellatrix with a 2 speed, hitting on a 3+, it goes to 7+. A 3 and an 8, we will see where the hit is. It's the hands, it's 5, we'll just spend a survival to dodge. All right. Interesting, they hit pretty hard. They hit pretty hard. They're not done yet. So we'll shuffle their AI cards. Now, when do we get to draw counters and stuff? Counter condition at the end of your attack, unless you are in the Bone Eater's blind spot, it draws a counter card. Huh. Where are their blind spots? Let's read about that, shall we? Let's have a look at this. Just trying to make sure we do this right. Survival opportunities. Okay, draw and resolve a critical wound card. The 10 and the counter opportunity. Okay. So we'll just assume that they have a front and back as per normal. Great. It's our turn. Everyone stands up thanks to fist and tooth proficiency. This guy is going to spend his once per showdown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's going to use bandages, 1, 2. Actually, we won't do him first. We'll do him, but we'll do Neville first. 1, 2, 3, into the rear, swinging with the thingy. We use a reroll token to hit that. That hits, and then we do a wound. So that's 2 wounds because of surpass. When you successful wound, total surprise, the monster's toughness by 5 or more. The monster suffers an additional wound. Done. Now we'll do him. He'll just get out of there. Our fist and tooth, Ronald. So Ronald's just going to swing with fist and tooth. 7 is a hit, 1 is not. So he will roll to see if he crits. That's a 6. It's not a crit, but it is definitely a wound with strength 6. Now, at the end of your attack, so we've done 1 wound to this guy, and we're not in his blind spot, so he's going to draw a counter card. And the counter card says, the bone eater lives right behind you. Suffer the torn Achilles tendon leg injury. Ah, that's awful. Ronald has to depart next time. Interesting. This is cool. And was that you are knocked down? No, so he'll just move 1, 2 to there. This chick, Diamond Scab Guitar to here. Speed 3. Come on, Bellatrix, do us some solids here. Hitting on 372. The 3 is not a hit. Damn. Do we have any ability to reroll? Do we use Guardian at this point? No, I think we'll be okay. 2's a wound. So they've both got 1 wound left. That's going to be a counter card. Surgical Sweep. Any survivors in the cut zone suffer 1 hit for 1 damage. So she suffers it to the boots. And Cedric suffers it to the body. If the Bone Eater is toned, not toned. Not toned. Alright, we'll move to here. We'll swing with Grimjaw. Hits once and should be a 2+. Is a wound, is not a crit. So that guy's been defeated. She will spend a survival to surge. And this is awesome. I actually am really enjoying this. Diamond Scab Guitar. A perfect hit. Don't think that matters. Nope. 2 hits, no hit locations. You just roll to wound. First one is a 7, that's a wound, and a 10. Oh, I'll take the crit. Let's take a crit and see what happens. Critical wound. Oh, that's actually not good. Huh, cool. Anyway, dead. So encounter over. Quick, but painful. I'm actually going to not do that because I just remembered something. This bleeding guy is going to die on arrival. So we won't do that hit. So we're going to take an attack from that Bone Eater onto our next person, and then we'll do the surge in their actual action, and Fred will also spend a survival to surge to clear 2 bleeding tokens, 1, 2. And then we'll do the attack in that surge. So that's fine. Fred surged, and I already spent her surge. So we gain 1 hunt XP. Okay, how does Scribe manage this? Manage departing survivors, 1 hunt XP. 1 weapon proficiency if eligible. Qatar got a wound. Wow, you can level up stuff so easy. Fred doesn't need a wound. Neville should have used his shield. Yeah, okay. That's a missed opportunity. Ronald did it with fist and tooth. Cedric, give him the dagger. He got it with the dagger. Okay, so if I complete showdown, no, it doesn't let us do that. Okay, so in that case, we'll have to do it this way. Weapon proficiency point. Weapon proficiency point. Weapon proficiency point. Okay. Rewards. The Bone Eater's corpses petrify. Roll 1d10 for each Bone Eater defeated. On a 7+, we manage to carve a basic resource from their body. So there's 4, so I'll just roll 4 dice. How many 7+s do we get? We get 2, so we get 2 basic resources, and we also gain, or do we get a 10? No. We also gain a royal scalpel. No, we gain a perfect bone. So basic resources. Monster hide. Should take the perfect bone out first. There it is. So I'll do that. Another monster hide. Okay. That was fun, but also a little bit scary. I now have to update the basic hunt events to include Bone Eaters level 2. So I will put that there. I'll take this here. And we will continue on our merry journey. We have a Phoenix Hunt event. It is bird-brained. Roll 1d10. If it is even, move the Phoenix 2 spaces forward. He's there. Great. No overwhelming darkness. Here, it's a random hunt event. Okay. 70. That was awesome. 70. Is that Tomb of Excellence? It's all coming back to me now. It is Tomb of Excellence. The survivors find a serene, luxurious tomb. The survivors are baffled by its presence. The event revealer investigates and rolls 1d10. So this is our 3rd event, so the event revealer will be Neville himself, and he rolls a 5, which is, it's nice to see something pretty for once. It sure is. It sure is. Next event here is Phoenix, filth from the sky. So we need to determine a straggler. So first one is a Lantern 10. It is not Bellatrix. Second one, Fred gets a 2. It could be Fred. Neville gets a Lantern 10. It's not Neville. Ronald gets a 9. Cedric gets a 4. It's Fred, little Frederino with his destroyed back. Roll the dice on this little thing. Fred, A6. Muculent droppings. Start the showdown with the priority target token. Okay. I've had worse outcomes. Muculent droppings. One more. We're going to do herb gathering. So we'll do our random hunt event and then herb gathering. 30. I don't know what 30 is, but rotten faces. Each survivor rolls 1d10. Okay. Starting at the top, Bellatrix. A Lantern 10. Bellatrix, you find something trudging through the rot. Gain a random basic resource. She's been doing well, really, hasn't she? Wonderful. Next person on the list, Frederino, A3. Roll again on this table or spend 1 survival to escape. Done. Neville, A10. And a basic resource. Monster hide. Ronald Weasley. A 6, you escape without incident. And Cedric, a 7, you escape without incident. Herb gathering, all survivors gain 1 survival. And that's actually all I'm worried about, I think. Neville's at max. Yep, that's it. So, we go on to the battle. A Phoenix. We get to skip overwhelming darkness. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Did I get the muculent droppings? I don't think I did. There they are. Got it out. Bird-brained. So on arrival, Fred gains 3 bleeding tokens. Fine. The level 2 Phoenix has Zeal, Spiral Age, top of the food chain. He's going to have 10 basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, boom. Going to have 6 advanced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 or 1 legendary. 1 legendary. We will shuffle the hit location deck. Done, done. And we have some terrain cards to draw. So we have the Nightmare Tree in the middle. And we will draw, I'll just check because I'm pretty sure we've got physiognomy now. Homicidalism, regalism, optimism, faces and physiognomy. Yep, so we're going to get to flip a survivor corpse Toppled pillar. Oh, dead monster. That is amazing. Oh, it's all coming up. Trumps. Dead monster. Boom. Survivor corpse. Where's the survivor corpse set up? Adjacent to the board edge, isn't it? Nope, 6 spaces from all other terrain. Okay, dead monster. We get to start the showdown anywhere. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. We get to go first too. That is incredible. Okay, so Neville gains his reroll token back at the arrival. And that's it. This is crazy. All right, I'm going to start with the scout in the rear. So the scout in the rear is Cedric. He has a luck. He has an accuracy. He's in the rear. He's wielding the Grimjaw. So he's hitting on a 3+. 2 hits. He gets the soft lower gut. And this one. There's no age tokens, so neither of these are in play. He's critting with Grimjaw on a 9 because of his single luck. And he's also going to use Four's a wound. This one, no age tokens. That's a 1. That's a fail to wound. Do we do anything about that? No, we don't. Then going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Spend a surge to look at this survivor corpse. It's a 7. That is gain an insanity and a skull basic resource. Sorry, gain 3 insanity and a skull basic resource. So Cedric gains 3 insanity, and we'll give 1 to Ronald. Ronald Weasley. Done. Actually, done. So Ronald has plenty of luck here, but let's look at Fred. So Fred is gonna he's gonna use limit break. So he gains +1 movement, +1 accuracy. Oh, he's blind. Nice. +1 evasion, +1 strength, and +1 luck. He's now luck 3. He'll swing with the immortal arm. So 7+ goes to 5+ in the side. He hits twice. This is fist and tooth, so he gains a deflect token for what it's worth. Deflect. And reflex is fine here. Wound is less than ideal. So we'll try and crit. So he's luck 3 and it's fist and tooth. So 9, 8, 7, 6. So we're critting on a 6. So the first one, that's a 2, which is not a crit, but it is still a wound because he's a powerhouse. And this one, 6 to crit, that's a 2. It is a wound. Perform displacement. Before we do that, we're going to do some surges. Neville will not surge. Bellatrix will surge. She is in the rear and she will swing with the Qatar. A perfect hit. And 3 hits in total. 1, 2, 3. Impervious hit location. She has a luck. The Qatar is not deadly. So she will be critting on a 9. We'll do the impervious first. That's a 1, so that does nothing. We'll do the feathered body. That's a 6. It's definitely a wound, because it's also sharp. And this one, we have no age tokens. That is a crit. The monster is knocked down. Great. So we ignore the displacement now. And that is very good. So Fred's had his turn. Fred will now spend a survival to surge with Fist and Tooth. And because of the Immortal Arm, he hits once on an 8. We ignore the failure reaction. Can we do a crit? We can do a crit. He is deflected already. 1. Persistent injury, ruined liver, displacement and materialize. Wow, that's incredible. Wonderful. Did I do my wound? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I did. I'll check. We did great. So Fred is fully completed. Neville will go. He's going to swing with the Dome Buster. He hits on a 3+. He rolls a 2. He'll use his reroll token for this hit. Rolls a 5, so that is a hit. Neville strikes the monster's thick neck. Let's go, Neville. Neville rolls a 5, plus the Dome Buster's 12, plus his 5 is 22, which is more than 5, so that does 2 wounds. 1, 2. Thanks to Neville. He will not surge. Bellatrix will go. She's in the rear. She'll swing 3 times with the Qatar. She hits 3 times. I don't want to see a trap here. I'm absolutely smoking him. First strike, it's knocked down, so we ignore the reflex. We have no age tokens, but we do have to do that one first. Ignore the reflex. Critting on a 9. That's a crit. -2 accuracy tokens. Get out of here, guy. 1, 2. This one, critting on a 9. That's an 8, it's not enough. And critting on a 9. That's a 6, but it is a wound. We have no age tokens, but you are knocked down anyway. She's then going to move nowhere. She's done. Ronald gaining a weapon proficiency point, we hope, with Fist and Tooth. Is that what you're looking for? Yeah. 2 4s is 2 hits. Oh, Ronald's our champion. Don't fuck me here, Ronald. Of course we do. Perform basic action, target the attacker. All attack rolls hit on a 2+. Don't you get my champion, Ronald Weasley. So we ignore the -2 accuracy tokens. He just hits on a 2+ on this. So it's 3 speed. Ronald gains an age token. 3 hits. Where do they go? Waist, hand, boot. Boot. Hand. Waist. That's bad. It's a severe injury roll for Ronald. Hang on a second. What do we have here? Oh, we have nothing. He's knocked down. He's got a systemic torment and top of the food chain. Ronald could be about to die here. Ronald! That's a 1. Ronald is dead. We are in real trouble there. He'll have to use his reroll. A 3, 2 bleeding tokens. Yuck. Ronald's reroll gone. Alright, well, Ronald's knocked down, so someone will spend a survival to stand him up. We'll make it not Neville, not Fred, Bellatrix. He'll punch again with Fist and Tooth. Gets a single 9, which is a hit. He has an age token, which is nice. That's a 1. Who's got Guardian? Because Neville will use his Guardian reroll, and a 2 is actually not a wound either, I don't think. Ronald, strength 6. What an absolute spud. He fails even with his reroll. Come on, Nev. Come on, Ronald. Where's my systemic pressure token? Guardian on Neville. That looks to be the end of our turn. The monster will draw an AI card, and he draws Bored. He gains -2 toughness tokens. Instead of drawing AI, Spiral Cyclone. After Spiral Cyclone is performed, discard Bored and Disdain. Oh yeah, survives in the blast zone, suffer knockback 7, bash and bleed 1. This shouldn't have happened. And bleed 1. And bash. Okay. That is it. So now he does the closest threat in range. So he will turn to face we'll do on our good man Neville. Neville's absolutely tank. 3 evasion, -2 accuracy, so he goes to 4, goes to 7. 2 hits, Neville ignores the first hit each turn. Do we want Neville to use his block? No, we're fine. Neville can take 1 hit of 2 damage to 1 hit location. Engage the bleed. Knockback 7, bash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's knocked down. He stands up. He's speed 7 because he's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's fine. He'll swing with his shield. This is a big roll for us. We really want to get this shield proficiency point. 9 is a hit. We know the hit location is that. He does have an age token, but displacement will not get suffered. 5 is a wound. Phoenix is actually, I'll just double check that. Toughness 10, yeah, easily a wound. One. He would perform displacement, but thanks to the attacker is covered in rainbow goo and gains an insanity. And we gain the shield proficiency point. Fred, swing with the immortal arm. Hits twice, including a perfect hit. Impervious. Wound, he does not have an age token, so see if we can crit. We can crit. Small hand parasites and another crit on that one. So 2 crits, small hand parasite, 1 insanity, 1 survival. That one's impervious, so that's only 1 wound. And we're going to small hand parasites. All right, at this point, I need to think about my long-term plan here. So Fred will spend a survival to search, and he will search the dead monster. He rolls an 8, which is gain a monster resource from a location of your choice. We will choose Phoenix Whisker. Oh, that's awesome. We needed that. So that's gone. And then he's going to move 1, 2, 3 to stand next to Bellatrix. Bellatrix is going to spend a survival and murder him. So she gains all of his positive attributes. So Fred has 2 accuracy. She gains 2 accuracy. Fred has 6 strength. She gains 6 strength. She goes to 10 strength. 2 evasion. And 3 luck. 1, 2, 3. And he dies. We won't get limit break added anywhere else. Bellatrix gains 2nd body count. Oh, it's good times. And then, so while adjacent, you may spend 1 survival. So I don't think that's an act or an action or anything. So she's going to swing with the guitar in the rear. She hits twice. Powerful digits. So she is now critting. She's luck 4. So she's critting on a 6, 5. 2's not enough, but it is a wound. See if she can crit on this one. 3 is not enough, but it is a wound. She will surge. See if we can execute this Phoenix. Ooh. Ooh. We need 2 wounds and it's done. However, we can do this one first. It's a crit. And this one, it's also a crit. That's it. Job done. Fun fight. Whether or not this is actually the right option, I don't know, but golly, it's fun. Okay, so Bellatrix got her guitar point, Neville got his shield point, Ronald got his fist and tooth, and Sedgwick got a dagger. We shall return from the showdown. We'll take 1 hunt XP and we will return and advance the year. So in good news, we picked ourselves up at 2 bonus monster resources. And so that's a total of 9 resources. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we also gained 5 basic. Love juices, never bad. 3, 4, 5. All right, solid. Another glorious turn of events. Okay, so let's look at our returning survivors. So Ronald has leveled up into age 2. Or do we take 2 XP? No, we can only go 1. So he'll level up into age 2 of champion. We'll do all of our other stuff first. So let's flip these bad boys. And we have another thing in the aftermath too, I think. Oh yes, that's right. Our knowledge. So that actually happens first. So cut it here and we get rivalry, don't love that. And we'll take plague. Well, that's 2 fun options. All right, so I'll just go, so we've got relativity here. So in the aftermath, each survivor must gain 1 progress and a knowledge of their choice. So in the aftermath, Neville was at the survival limit, so we will level up to positivity 2. On arrival, gain 2 reroll tokens. Cool. We will then do that, thanks to relativity. Bellatrix has no knowledges to level up. Ronald will level up chosen. You may erase an observation from another knowledge you possess. That's cool. And Dumbledore was not a returning survivor. Our other returning survivor was Cedric. He can level up Stoneheart, and that actually advances him to 3, which is awesome. Did he get targeted by a card? AI card? Not sure. Okay, I think we have to take rivalry here. And so, is it 2 random survivors? Two random returning survivors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6 is Ronald and Neville. Neville and Ronald have come to blows. Those 2 crazy Gryffindor kids. What's going to happen to those 2 crazy Gryffindors? They're going to roll a 7 and choose one of the 2 rivals to suffer a gaping chest wound, severe injury. We will choose Neville. Because he has strength 5 anyway. And we have to add rivalry to the timeline next year. I don't think I've got anything else I can do for that. No. Oh, I've got a story event. How good. Perfect punt. And we add rivalry here. Okay. Gaping chest wound. It's like not a big swing at this point. Positivity 2. We'll give it to you, Neville. No, we'll give it to Ronald. So he's done, because he has to depart again. And when you're a returning survivor, gain 1 this phase. So, wow, 11 feels about right. Let's do our dream schematics roll while we remember. It's a 6, which is lose a resource. Oh no, another broken lantern. We did have no stone architects. Okay, let's read this new story event, shall we? What was it called again? Perfect punt. Where does one find perfect punt in this book? It's not under P. It must be under the later things. There it is. Archive. All right, we have, ooh, this is interesting. We have a founding stone. All right, we archive dream schematics. We have a founding stone, so we'll archive that. And so that'll take us to 9. So we are adding +9 to this roll. The settlement can archive and record any gear on their next ARC campaign's settlement record sheet. Start with that gear available during the prologue battle. Whoa. That's incredible. That is amazing. If I roll 6+ here, I have re-roll, so I'm going to do that for sure. But 2, so we'll spend a re-roll. 5, lantern 10, job done. Arthur, your re-roll's gone. I feel like I missed 1, so the 5 was probably enough. Might definitely miss 1, and Joe. Lantern 10 used. Okay, so make preparations. The Dreamkeeper is thrilled. Departing survivors gain +1 strength and +1 luck tokens next year. So beautiful. Just leave those little bad boys there. And a reroll token. Wonderful. And we can make preparations. We can archive and record any gear on our next ARC campaign settlement record sheet. I'm going to have to make a note of this somewhere. Make preparations. Okay. Let's... I'm tripping balls right now. Let's put our stuff into storage. Oh, that's right. We're gonna see if our returning survivor kills everyone. 7. She doesn't kill it. Well, they don't kill her, I should say. Okay. Storage. Questions. Organ. Hide. Questions. Love juice. Skull. Hide. Bone. Hide. Perfect bone. Monster hide. I will just tap the bone, hide, and organ away now. So we've done our innovates, the phoenix, hollow wing bones, hollow wing bones, wishbone, rainbow droppings, pustules, tail feathers, bird beak, small feathers, phoenix finger, phoenix whisker, small hand parasites, and muculent droppings. Will we face another phoenix again at any time in this thing? Level 3 phoenix is a punishing quarry. Let's do our innovation. I don't really know what I want here. Bloodletting, scarification. Storytelling might be the go. I think we'll take storytelling. Add storytelling consequences to the deck. What are they? Records. Records isn't much good to us. Storytelling's good. Another survival limit increase. I would have probably preferred just about anything else in there. Forbidden dance, bed. Okay. I need to mull over a lot of things here, but I'm going to be archiving a lot of gear for the next campaign, which will also be recorded, and hopefully I'll make a lot less mistakes. We're about to face the Dreamkeeper in this next year. Let's craft the gear that I wanted to craft, which I believe we can do, which is the arc bow. Done. And I'm going to stop and have a think now. Okay. I've just spent the last little while having a think. I'm going to archive. So this is literally, make preparation says, archive and record any gear on the next arcane. Start with that gear available in the prologue battle. Stone noses, stone noses, stone noses. Not much use to us in the prologue battle because I don't think you actually arrive. But then I don't have to spend endeavours to craft them, and it was surprisingly useful. Spear of Life, Hollow Sword, literally the Blood Drinker, and 2 Bone Blades. Nice variety of weapons. I was going to throw the Fingernail Whip in there as well, but I think we'll keep that. This might be dodgy, but 4 Bloody Cloths to go with their other cloths. Different names, it's allowed. Frenzy Drink, just because I can. I don't think I'm going to need it. 3 Dried Acanthus to prevent injuries, 2 monster tooth necklaces, and bandages. So that I'm archiving in the box. What a perfect punt it is indeed. Look, easy fight for us against the Phoenix. We weren't really ever troubled, but the risk against the Phoenix level 3 is always that you get aged out of existence before you even get there, and we didn't have anyone really that we could take to do that. We gained these benefits tokens going into the gambler fight. Just need to see what we leveled up. We leveled up to tenacity 3. We've definitely leveled up to positivity. We've definitely leveled up chosen. We've definitely leveled up dark impulse 2, which is awesome, by the way. Cool storm, razor's edge, blood dancer, find the castle. Still haven't used. I can't believe we haven't leveled up thingy. I'll just check my tenacity situation. I feel like I leveled up tenacity to level 3 on some survivors somewhere. Ginny's got tenacity. She needs to spend 2 more. Right. Well, guess you're coming out for a hunt, Ginny, so we can get that tenacity leveled up. I have no idea what to expect against the gambler. Here he is, the big fella. Absolutely no idea what to expect. So I don't really know who to take, but I expect we'll take our best survivors and hope for the best. Champion and positivity, tenacity. Yeah. Okay. We definitely have to level up chosen and positivity, so let's do that. Look how pretty she is. I love optimism. And we now have to do our actual level ups from our philosophies themselves. So let's just reflect on who was our returning survivors. Ronald, he is our chosen. So he has to level up and ponder on championism. And let's have a look at level 2, Champion's Tale. Gain an observation in your tenant knowledge. Story of the Four Hands and gain 2 Lumi. And we get to choose whichever one of these we want because Ronald is an absolute superstar. The survivor remains sitting, whimpering under their breath. You wonder at the power of your words. Gain +1 luck. Do we have collective cognition 39? We have 38. That's the likely one here for Ronald, is +1 luck. And another one gets 3. Or we could go No, we'll go luck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Story of the Four Hands. Melee weapons gain deadly 9 and ignore the monster's luck when you attack with them. When you critically wound, gain a dangerous observation. Story of the Four Hands. Well, I don't feel like Ronald's going to be lasting too long. I can't see that as being a good outcome. What is happening? It's just crit central. So we've got a choice. We can hit range weapon or melee weapons. Wow. Choices. He gains a luck. Okay, other returning survivors. So we had Bellatrix, and she has reached rank. No, she has not reached in homicidalism, so she does not ponder. Neville has not. I'll just check the optimism booklet. I don't remember. Cheer. I don't know. I definitely don't remember rolling on that sheet, so it's a 2. If we depart this lantern year with more than 0 survival, your cheerful chattering is a challenge ringing out to the darkness. Neville gains +1 luck and +1 accuracy. Optimism. Fine. He was going to depart, so go Neville. And then we'll just check if there was anyone else. I'm perplexed by championism, or by the philosophy of champions. That is a weird thing. Cedric did not level into fascism. Okay, I just remember we got an extra hunt XP from the little bone eaters, so that's why I was thinking, why haven't I seen that one? Let's just double check. Ronald, so he gained 2, yeah. Neville, he gained 2, yeah. Bellatrix, she gained 2, okay. So, who's departing to face the gambler? At this point, we don't need Stone Architect. What we might do is we will spend an organ and 1 weapon proficiency and the thing to do a weapon proficiency here and gain Fist and Tooth Mastery, which takes him to accuracy 5 and strength 7. Yep, seems fine. I'm at a loss as what to do here. Let's see. Which ones of these we get and what we want to spend Lumi on. Blood Dancer, a nice one. Stone Architect, irrelevant, I'm guessing at this point. All for one, Also, not much chop. Physiognomy is actually not bad for a 3, and that's all we get. Neville's departing. Do we depart with Bellatrix? And we have to depart with Ronald because he's a champion. Even though he can't depart, he has to. We'll definitely depart with Ginny. We'll definitely depart with Neville. So we can level up our optimism. I mean, at this point, we probably kill Cedric to steal his luck as well. Bellatrix has fucking 50. Yep, that's who we're taking. I don't think I want to buy any of those at this point. So that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. A wonderful, wonderful turn of events. And after this gambler, we have a story event that I think is going to allow us to hunt the king, be awaited. And that is who we will face from now until forever. No, we'll have to think about who we face for the king, but I'm obviously going to get some loomies and let's make our blacksmith and see what we can create from scrap smelting. Build a blacksmith. 3 scrap and 6 bone. I'm sure I've got 6 bone. So 1, 2 scrap. Won't use my perfect bone or my perfect organ. I don't really want to use those things. I'll actually trash a fresh acanthus when I did my returning thing. Bone. Crimson Croc. Not much. So 1 bone, 2 bone, 3 bone. Smoke Singers. There. Smoke Singers we have 4 bone. Oh yeah, 5 bone, 6 bone. And we'll add the blacksmith location. Whew. I'm starting to get very excited for this end game phase. Blacksmith. I definitely will craft a beacon shield. And I will definitely craft a middle one. I will make leather. We have a metric shit ton of hide. And just see if that lets us craft anything else from the blacksmith. The greaves. We'll make the greaves. Boom, 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 boom. Well, we'll probably wear a clothed and satiated set actually, and use the rawhide vest to trigger that. That could be fun as. Friends, what an amazing experience the Gambler's Chest has been. I am absolutely loving it. I am really enthusiastic about playing another campaign. I'm going to go prepare myself for the Gambler, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Lantern Year. Big Deno out.